few months ago, I answered a Hey Steve question from a young lady named Zara. She was a 19-year-old college student who was thinking about moving in with a boyfriend who she said was disrespectful, and she suspected that he was cheating on her. Well, our conversation went into a direction that even I didn't see coming. Check it out. I'm gonna talk to you like you my daughter. Slow down. You got to find out what these boys are made out of, and you ain't gonna find it out at 19. Because he's clueless as to who he is or what he gonna do. So what I want you to do is to focus on yourself. Just go be the best you can be. He is of non-benefit to you right now. He's not doing you no good. Now, I don't want you to cry. I want you to listen to me now.
I'm not crying because I'm sad or anything. I'm just crying. I don't have nobody to tell me anything like that. Like,
yeah, but see, that's what Uncle Steve for. This is why Uncle Steve is here. And stop worrying about being by yourself. See, being by yourself is the perfect time to get yourself together. It's not a negative to be alone. Wow. All right, so I saw this young lady's tears, right? And so I could kind of feel her pain, you know. But it also got me to thinking that this young lady couldn't be by herself. So today, I brought together some women from different backgrounds and age groups, ready to have a very honest and raw conversation about their relationships and dating. And this is Uncle Steve style, you know what I'm saying? So this is what I call what I taught my daughters. All right. Let's start the conversation with two sisters. Chelsea is 19 and Jordana is 20. So Chelsea, what's your experience with dating?
Well, Steve, I've never been in a relationship. And growing up, my dad, he was there for me, like providing a roof over my head, but he's never really given me like fatherly advice about dating. Like I've been talking to a few guys, but I really don't know how to set those standards. Like I just don't know how to go about it. Like, okay, I'm talking to the guy, but like how do I tell him, like, I want you to treat me this way? Do I just tell him directly?
No, you don't. Let me tell you, when you go out on a date, you know one of the questions a guy always asks you, so what do you like? What do you like to do? What are you looking for? And here's the mistake all women make. They tell them. Do you know that when we ask you that question, all we want is the key. All we want is the roadmap to your heart. That's all we're looking for. So guess what? I like a man who calls me in the morning, checks on me. I like chocolates. I love flowers. I like cards. Okay, so now guess what's gonna happen for the next 2 weeks? You gonna choke on chocolates. You finna get a phone call every damn morning. You gonna get text all day. You gonna get so many cards, your trash can, you can't put garbage in your trash can. You finna get so many flowers because you've given him the roadmap to your heart. Here's the trick. This is how you tell, when a man asks you what he wants, here's what you want. I want a man who's considerate. I want a man who's chivalrous. I want a man who's timely. I want a man who's a gentleman. I want a man who is looking to put a woman first. And now guess what? Now he gotta figure out what that means. And so now you're gonna find out how he really is. So what is chivalry to him? Is he really gonna open your car door? Is he really gonna pull out your chair? You just trained him by actually telling him what you are looking for, but in other words, what you won't accept. And we become trainable. Do you understand what I'm saying here? It's a smooth trick. It really is, man. Okay, Chelsea, let me ask you something. Did you understand what I was saying about standards?
Yeah.
Okay, Jordana, you're a year older than Chelsea.
Yeah.
And you've dated before. Tell us about your experience.
I was dating this guy over the summer for about 3 months, and we were doing like all like the couple stuff. We were going on dates, like we would go bowling, movies, like all that, but he would never call me his girlfriend. So I just wanted to know like what did I do, like what did I do wrong to make someone not commit to me?
Well, first of all, you can't make a guy commit, but you can require a commitment. See, you have every right to know what this is that we have. You should never live and exist in a relationship without you knowing what the relationship is. You the one with the prize. You got the cookie. He ain't got no cookie. That's why I tell women in my book to wait 90 days. Now, you think 90 days is a long time. It's not. Not if you're looking for something real. Give it 90 days so you can see where this guy's at. Is this a relationship? Am I your girlfriend? Are we committed to one another? See, you need to know this. Okay, now, if we committed to each other, when you introduce me, what will this be? Well, I'm gonna introduce you as my special friend. Okay, that's not good enough for me. And guess what? You got every right to say that. You got every right to say that ain't good enough for me. If you don't want to be called, hey, this is my boo. What is boo? What is that? This is my boo. You're too old for this. So get the title that you want. Where's Serene?
Right here.
Okay. Serene is a single mom of 3, was married for 11 years and currently trying to date again. So, Serene, how's dating going for you after the divorce?
Challenging. It's very challenging. Just being, divorced for 6 years now is kind of hard because I have standards and values that I uphold, and I'm looking for someone that can stand with me with those standards and values. Growing up, we always thought as women, oh, he has a job, he's a provider. That's good enough, but I think it's beyond that. It's more than that entailed. So I want to know from you, how do us women identify quality men?
Here's the one quality you want a man to have. Does he do what he says he's going to do? If he says he's gonna call you and he don't ever call you when he say he gonna call you, why are we talking to him? If he says he's coming at a certain time and he repeatedly doesn't show up, why are we still talking to him? What are you talking to a guy who does not do what he says he's gonna do except occasionally?
Yes.
Because suppose it is the one occasion where you really need him. And it's just one of them occasions where he just ain't coming.
Right.
Do you understand how important that is?
I definitely understand how important that is. That's why I block you when you don't call me back. When you say you're gonna do it, I expect you to do it. So if you don't, I'm gonna block you.
Now one time you got at least hear what
I give him a couple of chances. But when I see a repeat offender,
that's a bad pattern.
I block you.
That's a bad pattern. Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's another thing. Ladies, let me give you this one right here. If you're in a relationship with a guy and you're talking about a problem you might have, men by nature, the one thing we fixers. Mm-hmm. See, when we talking to our wife, our woman, and she tell us a problem, we try to provide a solution right now. You know why we want a solution? So we can quit talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we know tomorrow's gonna be some more stuff. So let me just provide a solution for the problem so we can move on. Here's when you know you have nothing. It's if every time you mention any type of problem to this guy, he offers you nothing. There's no solution, there's no assistance. I'm not talking about give you money, but I'm talking about sitting down, trying to help you work through the problem. If you have a problem in school, let me help you through school. You have a problem with your kids, well, why don't you try this? Your car break down, hey, let me show you how to get that. If you dating a guy and you have a car, and your car stay nasty, and he keep getting in it, what you dating him for?
Right.
Do you know that?
Right.
If you have a problem and you present it to him, and he never offers you a solution, try to solve the problem, what you dating him for?
Right.
If he never does what he says he's gonna do, why are you dating him? Stop. Take your cookie, put it back in the box, put the wrapper on it, and go on about your business.
Right.
Because he gonna keep...
Right. I agree.
Ladies, let me ask you this. How many of you are trying to find someone new after a very serious relationship has ended? Wow. Anybody else had that situation? Yes. What about you?
Hey, I'm Jill.
Hey, Jill.
I'm 40 years old, and I'm a single mom of 2 wonderful boys. My issue is, Steve, I'm celibate, and I have been for almost 6 years. So my situation is more on how do I find a man that's willing to commit to me, knowing that I'm not going to give him the cookie, even after 90 days. I don't want to give up the cookie until we get married.
See, this is kind of like a spiritual question?
Yes.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to have to find a guy that's on that same spiritual connection. The average guy is not on that spiritual connection.
I know.
You do understand that?
Yes,
I'm just being real. In your case, I think you're going to have to find a guy that's with the same spiritual connection. These are mostly church guys now.
I was going to say, do I find him in church?
I don't know where else. He ain't at the club. I'll take any questions right quick.
Hi, Steve. I kind of have a question. At 19, I got married. I had a kid. I got divorced 2 years ago. I'm 25. I'm kind of getting back out into the dating scene, and it goes well, and everything's going good. And I'm new to this. I mean, it's not just me. I've worked a lot on myself, and I'm working a lot on myself. But now it's you introduce another kid, and it's so precious and stuff like that. A lot of guys are so scared because of that. How do I kind of navigate through that, being young and getting back out in the scene with having a kid and knowing that there's going to be...
There's no need of finding the right time to bring up the kid. That's a conversation you can have day one, right away. Oh my God, you like to go out? Okay, I'm gonna have to get a babysitter. I have a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. You being 25, if you're dating guys in that age range, a kid gonna present a problem to some young guys. You wanna find a guy with a plan, with some aspirations, that has potential future. You wanna attach yourself to that guy and then help him get to where he's going. You know, and it all just guys, ladies. You gotta bring something to the table too now. That's why I keep saying you got to take some time to get yourself together, because you have to come to the table with something else. The best thing all of you can do that are single is to be the best you can be, because what is going to happen, the hunter that's out there, us, when you got yourself together best you can, are we looking for you? That's the objective you want. I want to tell you something, ladies. I recommend to all of you, get yourself an ugly man. It will be the best decision you've ever made. They are reliable. They come when they say they're gonna come. They do everything they say they're gonna do. They spend their money on you. They help you with your kids. They take them to the doctor, to the dentist. Their little ugly ass be out there pushing them in a swing. They ain't gonna ever cheat on you because they know don't nobody else want them. Get yourself an ugly man. They are there. They solid. They strong. They can pick up a car, change the tire, don't need no jack. Ugly men strong. Whoop somebody's ass for you, don't take no chance. They quick temper. What? I kick. You need an ugly man. Now, you men in here that's looking at me, ain't laughing, because your ass is ugly. I'm talking about you. And it's all right to know you ugly. You got to look in the mirror and admit some things to yourself. No time to be no pretty ass man. I ain't even got no pretty friends. All my friends is ugly ass men. That's who I run with. Because we ugly, you can count on them. Fight break out, they ain't scared to get hit in the face. They already look like they hit in the face. They can take a punch, dead in them, or you hit me again. I don't care. You dating a pretty ass man, he all got his nails done and all this here. You got his punk ass, can't even help you out. Sitting up in the fight break out, he holding his chest. Your hands off your chest. Get you an ugly man, solid. Go to work, don't miss no days. Because he don't want his ugly ass lose his job. He got through that interview, they knew he was ugly. See the men up in here looking like they ain't, I'm talking about all y'all. Know who you are, man. You feel me? You ain't feeling me. I know you feel me. Sitting up here with your ugly ass like you cute. Huh? You know what you talking about? Feel me, dog. Dog. You understand? You feel me? Bruh? We there? See, he in a little denial over there on the corner right there. You struggling with it? You, I'm talking to you. Look, I know who you are. Ugly, man. Proud of it. Been ugly my whole damn life. My nose and lips were the same size when I was 8. Kids used to draw my silhouette on the chalkboard. I come in the room, big ass nose, lips all the way to the other end of the blackboard. I walk in the room. Steve, guess who that is? Yeah, I know. I asked a girl to the junior prom one time. She told me no. Bothered me because I really liked this little girl. So I built up the courage. I asked her why. I said, Annette, why you don't want to go to prom with me? She said, because I don't like your facial features. What? None of them? I've always had a nice smile. Yeah, I did like that. She went, That hurt me. It stayed with me all my life. Only thing that saved me is I messed around and got some money. Money make you cute now. Oh, you can see, it's hope for us. All you gotta do is get your money up. Get your money up, get your nice job, get a benefit package. Somebody, y'all sitting in here with women, once you get a good job and a benefit package, somebody gonna think you cute as hell. And just go on with your ugly ass. And get your head up. See, the thing about an ugly man, you ain't gotta worry about him taking long to get dressed. We already ready. Ain't nobody been asking us to go nowhere. You wanna go? Yeah, I wanna go. You can have all the mirror time you want. We ugly people don't stand in the mirror. You know what I'm talking about. You ever just looked in the mirror and went, oh, that's cool, don't worry about it. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. Darlene, where's Darlene?
Hey, Steve. I've been single for a long time. I mean, a long time. So I'll go on those dating.
How long is that, baby? Ma'am?
No, about 17 years.
Oh, okay.
I go on these dating website advice things, and I read recently that a woman should offer to pay for 50%, half the dinner on the first date. So they said men would definitely say no, but they'll appreciate the effort. Well, the last couple of times they've said yes. So I thought, this backfired. Let me see. My question is, do men really appreciate it? And should women offer to pay for half on the first date?
No, they don't appreciate it, and you shouldn't offer it. It's just, look. You know what? I really get sick of dating sites trying to play both sides of the fence. You want to match a woman up with somebody, but then you want her to be this totally independent, standalone person. Well, guess what? A man can't be an independent, standalone person. A man, a heterosexual man, is nothing without a woman. Zero, nothing. Ask him. Listen to me. Ask any heterosexual man, and he'll tell you, without women, this don't work. This is nothing without you. Do you understand that? That's period. So stop teaching these women stuff that they don't need to know. Right. If a man asks you out and he's not willing to buy you a plate of food, how can you possibly think that this guy can take care of a family? It doesn't make any sense. It don't make no sense. You can't feed me, but we finna go somewhere and have some kids. Who's going to require constant feeding? Excuse me. Men, we know. Real men, we know that if we take you out, we supposed to pay. We know that. We know that. We already know that, man. Listen, let's stop playing this game. We know the deal. Because let me explain something to you. When we're all across the room and we meet you, when we see you, we see the only reason we walk over to you and we start talking to you is because you have something we want. That's the only reason. We walk over to you because we see something we want. Our job as men is to go over there and see what it's gonna cost us to get what we want. That's what it is. So we already know this gonna at least start with a plate of food. Then we know if we're gonna keep getting what we want, we're gonna have to make some type of commitment. Then we know if we wanna keep getting what we want, we might have to buy a ring up in here. Then we know if we keep getting what we want, we're gonna have to ask you to marry us. Then if we wanna keep getting what we want, we're gonna have to put you in a house that you can call your own. We know that. We know that. Don't ever stop requiring that, because real men know that's what we do. That's it.
So basically, I work in a male-dominated industry, and I'm like the only female in my department. And it seems like every time I ask questions, I suggest new ideas, it's like I'm ignored. And then I also feel like I'm under a microscope, like they're just watching everything I'm doing. Like, what can I do to, like, make them take me more serious in this industry, in the male-dominated industry?
Well, it's kind of tough. You know, guys can be, here's a trick you can use, because I had to use it. This is not the same comparison, but kind of like. I was the only minority at this one job that I had. And every time I said something, ain't nobody want to hear what I said. So what I did was, I met a white guy that was really cool, and we became friends. So what I would do was, every time I had an idea, I'd run it by him. I said, man, let me ask you something. Here's a great idea, Steve. Why don't you take it to the meeting? I said, no, why don't you do me a favor? When we get in the meeting, why don't you say it, see how they take it, and then say, Steve came up with this idea. And guess what? He went to the next meeting, came up with the idea. Boss said, that's a great idea. He said, Steve Harvey came up with that idea. Everybody's opinion of me changed after that. And I just got rid. Now, it's sad that you have to do stuff like that, but there's a guy on your job that you're cool with, right?
Yeah.
Pull him to the side and say, hey, I need some help. I want to be taken a little bit more seriously. Next time they have a great idea, I'm gonna put this idea together. I want you to present it, and if they like it, then I want you to say it's me.
Yeah,
And let's
that's
just
a good
hope
idea.
he does that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
You see what I'm saying? Thank you, darling.
I have this 21-year-old that's my baby.
Okay.
She thinks I'm overbearing, but I'm a protective mom. When she leaves to go out, I have to have a telephone number, where she's going, who she's going with. I have to have their telephone number. And let's not even talking about dating. The boy has to give me his phone number, his email. I have to meet his parents. How do you feel about this, Steve? There's so much stuff going on in the world
You're absolutely
today.
right. It's so much stuff. Now, you are a loving mother,
Thank you.
but you are overbearing.
Oh,
You know, you can be both things at once. This is your baby. I got that. I have a 21-year-old daughter. But my wife's philosophy with all our kids is very smart. She taught this to me. Their wings work. Your children's wings work. You have to let them use them. You can't monitor her like that. At one point in time, you have to believe that something you taught her sunk in. You just got to trust them. These kids, all these kids ain't crazy. These young people now, they're very connected, technology and everything. So, you know, they can get around all this you doing. They got ways of knowing everything. But you're just being a bit much right now. You got to give her the space. Is that your daughter?
yes.
Let me ask you something. But stand up. What's your name?
Elise,
Elise.
Yeah.
How you feel about this?
I've been dealing with it for so many years.
Yeah,
It's
20,
just like-
21.
Yeah, it's a long time though.
Yeah,
don't
if you in
understand?
prison, yeah.
No, but look. No,
Yeah. 21 years on earth is nothing.
but she made it sound light.
Give me an example.
Okay.
Something crazy she's done.
All right, so let's see. Recently, I get off from my job at 12:30 midnight, right? So when I go to my house, sometimes it's not parking right in front of the house. So you have to go a little bit further down the street. So she's like, Elise, call me when you get home so I can know that you're here. So one night I'm like, you know what? Let me just do what she says. Let me call her. So I called. She said, okay, wait right there. I'm going to come get you. So she wakes up out the bed, wakes my cousin up out her sleep to get in the car with her to come, not even a block down, to drive to come get me. Right. Right. Right.
You too much. You too much.
Can I say I'm in love with her? I love her, Steve.
You love her.
I love her.
You love her like a hostage. That little girl, man. I parked 4 doors down. My daddy come get me. You know what? You're gonna have to give her some space. You've raised her well. You've taught her everything. She remembers the lessons, but she got to go out there and put them to practical use. If you never allow your child to put it to practice, you can't lean on. My 21-year-old moved out. She moved out. My daughter has her own apartment. She's 21. My 21-year-old boy, he got his own apartment. I want him out. Get out. Get your own place. You gotta let her fly, okay? Thank you. We'll be right back, everybody.
I've been dating my friend for the past 6 years.
Say it again.
I've been dating my friend for the past 6 years, on
Okay.
and off, more consistently the last couple years. I call him my friend because he's uncomfortable with titles. He says he wants to be more financially stable before he settles down with me. The last couple of years, he was laid off, lost his job, lost his mom, she passed away, and he's dealt with that and kind of hasn't been the same, and I've been right there with him. Both of our families consider us in a relationship, but he just doesn't consider that. And I asked him, I said, well, if we were married and all these things happened, you lost your job, would you get a divorce? So I'm at a point where I'm kind of tired of waiting. I wonder, should I be waiting for him to settle down, be financially stable, or should I walk away?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How old is he?
37.
37. Mm-hmm. You've been dating him 6 years.
On and off. On and off.
Off and on. Men don't do off.
More consistently the last
Listen to
couple
me.
years.
Men don't do off. I feel for women when you say I'm in an off again, on again relationship. You was off. Men don't do off. If we ain't on with you, we on somewhere. We ain't got to go find ourselves in the mountains and all this here. We just don't. So let me help you though, because you really seem like a sweet person. I don't really think it's a financial question. I think he has a commitment problem. Like, he doesn't like titles. Titles make him uncomfortable. The titles that you need, though, are fiance, wife, mother of my children, soulmate.
Right.
These are just titles that make women feel better. I got news for you. They make men feel better, too. For every woman that needs a man, there's a man that needs you, too. Stop thinking that we can exist without you, because we can't. So I think this guy has a commitment issue. For you, is it worth hanging on to?
I just hate to start all over, build another 6 years, but I'm at a point where I am unhappy.
No, I understand. And that's an important statement that a lot of women make. You don't want to start over. You've invested 6 years and you want it to count for something. But he has to want it to count for something too. So the question becomes, here's the question, what it becomes. It's just simple. Do you want 6 more years of this? No. So the only way to stop the 6 years of what's been happening to continue to happen is you have to just make an ultimatum. And what a lot of people are afraid to do is make the ultimatum because they don't want the fear that the guy could walk away. He ain't where you want him to be nohow. You want him to be there, but he ain't there. Let me just tell you this quickly. When I flunked out of school, I came back to live with my parents for 6 months. And so every time I got paid, I kept telling my mama, I said, Mama, I'm gonna get a new car. She said, I know, baby, but your old car is outside in the driveway up on blocks. My old car was sitting up on cylinder blocks in the yard. Cups was under it, leaves was under it. Every payday, I come in the house. I said, Mama, I'm working. I'm gonna get me a new car. She said, I know, baby, but your old car in the driveway up on blocks. This went on for about 5, 6 weeks. Finally, I always know my mother always tried to teach me something. So I walked in the house one time and said, Mama, I'm telling you, have faith in me. I'm gonna get myself another car. She said, I know, baby, but your old car outside up on the blocks. I said, Mama, what do my old car up on the blocks got to do with me getting a new car? She said, because you ain't prepared to get the new car. She said, see, Steve, as long as your old car under the block, where you gonna put this new car? And so I said, okay. So I called my partner up, paid him $15. He came, towed my car away. This was a long time ago. You can't tow no car for 15 no more. So he came, he towed my car away. I moved the bricks. I swept up all of them under the car, cleaned up all that paper, got me some concrete cleaner, put it down, got them oil stains up, boom, cleared out the driveway. 2 weeks later, I didn't get a new car, but I got a used car. And I pulled it up in the driveway. I said, Mama, I got the car. She said, I know, because you cleared out that old raggedy car that was up on blocks. So I said, Mama, so what was you trying to say to me? She said, son, if you're gonna ask God for something, you gotta make ready to receive it. But if you don't ever make ready to receive it, where you gonna park the new car? And that's what happened to a lot of women with these men. You got these old dudes sitting in your driveway up on blocks. Now you can't get the new man in there because you got this old man sitting up in your driveway on blocks. You don't want him, he don't work, he don't carry you nowhere, he ain't worth a damn. You ought to get his punk toed out for $15.
All right, thank you.
We'll be right back.